give me the input I wanted. Yeah.
Oh man, this killer is not doing so good. I get the feeling that NOED might be in play, so I'm gonna try and take out totems. She's getting tumbled. Ooh, good flashlights here. Looking at the generators, I know there's that one. There has to be one or two near the killer shack. Telling her where to look so that she knows where the killer is. And this just seems a little bit too fishy. It's like this killer wants the end game. Which, if that is the case, then I am definitely getting the fuck out after that last generator pops. If it pops. So while they're all twiddling their thumbs, I'm gonna look for totems. Even though I'm not suited to look for totems, I'm still gonna try. Yeah, there we go. And there's a generator over here. That was a close call. And I need to remind myself to put on empathy. Yeah, he left. You know what it was. He knew. I can milk that loop right there 3 times. Because he doesn't have bamboozle. I'm telling you, this Spine Chill is giving me a lot of leeway. A lot. His only other choice right now is to just go after a survivor that isn't near a pallet and try to down them and get that 1 kill. He might be able to pull out 2 kills from this game, and 3 kills if they're dumb. But I think the most that he can pull out right now is 2. We all play our cards right. Oh, wait. I thought that guy said. So yeah, the most he can pull out is 1 and 2 if he can. And I took out 2 totems. But I don't know if they took out the rest. I don't care. I'm getting the fuck out. Told you it was no Ed. He's a little bit faster than he was before. Oh no, I fucked up. Yeah, I fucked up. That was my mistake. Should have went back around and counter loop, but I didn't. If he camps me, he gets like his 1 kill, and that's if they're smart enough to actually get out. I would want them to get out because I don't want a killer who's depending on Noah to get his kills. Don't. Come on, Claudette, move. Yeah, there we go. Borrow time for the save, and we out. Beautifully done. That was a really beautiful save. So yeah, they knew what they were doing. Everybody got out. He didn't get his kills. That's kind of what happens when you're a not so good killer that depends on nowhere. Yeah, I kind of figured he'd disconnect. Though I don't think that Claudette should have teabagged him. He had every right to camp me. It was at the end game and he has nowhere else to go. Why would he stay? Why would he leave? He has no reason to leave. But on that same note, this perk carries so many games for killers. NOED, you don't know how many, like, people just don't know how much NOED actually carries killers through games. Survivors don't pay attention to totems. Don't get me wrong, it's all Survivors' fault for why NOED exists at the end game, but it carries killers so much. So, you know, when I run into a NOED killer, I'd rather them get one kill than to get 2 or 3 just because they snowballed off of that perk. You know, unless there's a borrow time save. If you pull a borrow time save like that Claudette did, then you can abuse the borrow time because the person with borrow time can take a hit because NOED is not going to be able to swing through borrow time, and then both of you can, and then you take the hit for the person that saved you, and you guys can get out scot-free if you're next to a gate. But it doesn't always work that way. If we weren't near a gate, that would have been risky, and I would have just messaged them telling them like not to save me. I'm probably going to be streaming for like 30 more minutes. It depends on how long I have to wait. I wanted to at least make like one full game for solo queue Survivor to kind of show y'all. For those of y'all that decide to watch this as a video, because it will be a relatively short stream, and I just don't feel like going through multiple games and doing voiceovers and edits in order to, you know, so I decided to stream it. So, you know, but I just don't want to I just don't want to like have to go through all that stuff. So that's why I'm streaming right now. Don't be upset if any of y'all who do end up watching this as a video missed the stream, because I will be streaming later on in the weekend. Maybe Sunday morning or Saturday night, so tomorrow night or Sunday morning for sure. But I just wanted to stream this content for y'all to show y'all, you know, what solo queue Survivor is like, how stressful it can be, which a lot of you guys who play Dead by Daylight know that if you're not prioritizing Survivor friends, and good solo Survivor perks for when you're in solo queue. My only problem with solo queue right now is that it takes between 10 and 25 minutes for you to actually find a game, which is kind of dumb. It should not take this long for me to find a game, but because this is console Dead by Daylight, um, unless I'm in a Survivor Friends, it's going to take this. It's going to take this long. They need to do something for that. Maybe give us an update where we can actually like start up search parameters. So like, not for Survivor, but for killers. Like, let's say killers can set up their lobbies to where they're searching for, you know, one more survivor. They can just change their settings while there's like 3 survivors in the lobby to do that. Or if they're searching for a 4-man, they can do that. You know, change the search parameters a little bit, or add in a feature for search parameters. So right now, for anybody that's curious, when you do watch this stream as a video, my current build that I have on my Fangman that I've been working with is it's quick and quiet. So whenever I vault a window or vault a pallet, it's the the vault won't be heard, and it won't notify the killer. This perk is only active, I believe, every 45 to 50 seconds. I could be wrong on that. And then live, whenever I vault through a window, I vault at 100%. I get a free sprint burst after I vault a window, basically, and move 150% my movement speed for 3 seconds. Urban Evasion, it just feels natural to me to put the perk on. And then Spine Chill, which is a really good perk for a lot of the top tier killers that I've been running into lately, especially Spirit and Nurse, but really useful against stealth killers as well. So I've been using that perk a lot. So yeah, that's basically the build. Like I said, it's going to be a really short stream. I'm going to try to keep it under an hour and see if I can get like 3 or 4 games in. And then after the stream is over, I will definitely go back into my video editor, and I'll go into the description to give times of when games have started and where they've ended, so that you can skip ahead perfectly fine and not have to mind the wait time. I might be able to actually edit the stream now that I think about it and just take out the wait time, but I don't know if that'd be too disorienting. So like I said, I'm gonna try and keep it relatively short tonight, and I will be streaming. Like I said earlier, I will be streaming later on in the weekend, so don't be worried if you miss this stream or you know, any of that type of stuff. Just wanted to keep it short and sweet and to the point for right now. Alright, we got Lampkin Lane. Surprised the killer didn't DC. And an A spawned with me, and since he spawned with me, that means that the killer spawned near me, so... And it's a Ghostface. It's good. Trying not to look at him, but I'm going to keep him in the corner of my camera. This way I don't break him out. He's walking around normally, which is dumb. Well, I'm not going to say dumb, but it's not a good decision to make as a killer. Especially if you're playing as Ghostface, because you want that stealth barrier. You want to know if the survivor is looking at you, and also that you know a survivor's in the area. And the ace didn't use the pallet that's free over there in that maze. So this has started off wonderfully. Okay, I'm gonna go for the save. Just wanted to confirm that it was safe to save him. It still isn't. Did he just go into stealth? He got hooked at the beginning of the game, which basically spells bad trouble for us, because he's about to get a second hook at the beginning of the game, and no generators have popped yet. I might end up dying this game, because my team isn't doing so well right now. I'm going to withhold my judgment until I see either A, another generator pop, or B, another survivor go down. But it's not looking so hot. Please know how to loot. And you don't know how to use the infinite loop up there. That sucks. He wants to confine us to this area so that he always has a survivor to punish for going for the hug. Alright, if we don't find another pallet or a loot in the next few seconds, we're going to go down. This isn't a preferable loot, but it's okay. And he left. Beautiful. Alright, I'm going to take out this totem. Most Ghostface players use Noed, so for that reason alone, I like to take out totems, but again, right now my team isn't doing so well, and I'm the only person to have done a generator so far. Well, the least we can do is just check to see if our infinite loops have spawned where we need them to spawn. Oh no, okay. Yeah, the balanced landing infinite spawned here. And that's a Mori. Wait. Yep, that's an Ebony Mori. He's tunneling off hook then. That explains why he's staying near the hooks. And since the survivor died so early, we know that this is not going to be a pretty game. Do I have a nearby window? No, I don't. Damn. Kinda sucks. I'm in a bad position. I was able to get out scot-free. That was really bad. I should never do that. Wait a second. No. There was hope. There was hope. Is this garage open? Yeah, it is. Okay, so we got a couple of vaultless and palletless loops that we can use to our advantage, but we have to be a lot more careful with our plays. He's down. He's never gotten hooked though, so I think he should be okay. Yep. The ace got hooked, but he's apparently healing somewhere since I still have his effects. gotta do this very smart. I burned that pallet, but it was for the greater good. And he's not kicking generators, he's just chasing us off of them. Alright, on to the next one. I don't want to do all the generators. Ooh, yeah, I did a generator up there, a generator over here, and then a generator popped in the middle. So, the next generator, depending on how it gets done and where it's getting done at, could potentially gen lock us. That's another Mori. Yep. Where is it? Yeah, it's a Mori. Whoa. Keep my eye on him. Door is right there, but like I said, he has to know it, I think. Oh no, wait, our infinite loop did spawn here. Beautiful. It spawned over there, but no one is using it, so... You're too late, friend. And that's why killers don't like this map. Dead here. Patch is right there. Oh, I made it. I know where Hatch is, but I gotta lose him somehow. Almost lost him. That was a good run. Yeah, it was a good run. You're not worrying me. You never hooked me. Which means I get to die on my first hook. Let me just kill myself real quick. I can move on to the next game. There we go. Due to the killer's tunneling, I think I should have safety picked. Because he tunneled 2 survivors. No, he tunneled 1. He tunneled 1 and he was just able to mori the other one. So yeah. So I don't think he ranked up off of that for sure. Oh, I actually have a full pick. That's actually nice. Okay. Yeah, there's the Ebony Mori that he brought in. Oh my god, he actually escaped. Oof, yep. That means that this killer D-ranked. Ebony Mori, 1 died on their first hook, which would be me, and then everybody else got moried before getting hooked for a second time. So yeah, he didn't get any points. That's the thing about that map, though. That's the sacrifice that you make when you put on Ebony Mori. The best way to use an Ebony Mori is just to kill them all on their 3rd hook. It's the only way I see it, anyway. But, oof. I can't really feel bad for him, though. He was using a... What kind of build is this? I don't know. On to the next game. Alright, I'm looking at the stream time and it basically says, what, 33 minutes? So I'm gonna play one more game and then close out the stream after that. We're also going to change up our build so that we know what survivors are doing with this game. Again, this is just for solo queue effects for the most part. So we have our Borrowed Time, our Iron Will, Dead Hard, which I'm going to take off and put on live for. We're also going to put on a med kit. We're going to put on a yellow med kit, extra charges for the healing because self-care is a bad perk. And then we're going to, yeah, I think that's about right. And so the purpose of this build is to remain quiet in my chases so that I can lose killers like Spirit very easily if we do get that killer. And then I can basically get a lot of information off of this perk, knowing whether or not a survivor is injured and if they're in a safe place or being chased. All beautiful things, basically. If I know a survivor is being chased, then I am safe to do a generator or save another survivor. And if I know that a survivor is just injured but they're in a safe place, then I can just go over to them, heal them, and then get on a generator. So this gives me a lot of information. And it's 128 meter range, which is basically map wide for most of the maps in this game, which is beautiful. Borrowed Time, in case the killer is camping at the end game and there's a no-ed and I might have to self-sacrifice. Borrowed Time is beautiful. Lithe, depending on how you use it, can get you out of chases or extend loops really well, like most exhaustion perks, and I prefer this perk over anything else, so yeah. So this is the loadout that we're going to be rolling with. Hopefully we find our next game fast, but yeah, I plan on doing one more game.
Alright, good. I got the screen. I got a clue what I for me. I just got the loot So I'm good for right now.
Oh, Choco Cups.
Yeah. Hmm.
Sounds like the
So
old man can't handle the gaming.
I was
Uh,
gonna say, if you want help, it'd be fun to get him in.
no, see, I'm pushing it. I'm grinding it and pushing it to the point where I'm anxious to see what's at the end. You know how you get that nervousness, that one moment you like, I can get this last swing in.
Right.
Yeah, that's what I'm doing. I'm not playing that like I'm playing Bloodborne. I'm playing like I'm a rookie. I'm playing like I'm just, oh, I want to see what's at the end. I'm that nervous. I'm that nervous fat kid watching them make my cream filled donut, and I can't, and I'm just like drooling at the mouth to get a kill.
More like that nervous old man that's just craving a story, but that's just me personally.
No, 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 no. See, that nervous old man can relax for a minute. He can wait. He know this is going to be a good story. But see, I'm being this greedy little fat kid, right? And I know if I just sit back and just walk down the line, I'll get my donut. But I'm not waiting. I'm crying. I'm whining. I'm whining for that final, that last strike. That, you get so anxious you want to jump at it.
Yeah.
That's what I'm doing. I'm jumping at my donut when I know I can just wait. And it's not, I know it's me. It's not the game. It's me. So yeah, I gotta get back. I gotta calm my nerves, get off of it because I'm anxious. Because I'm seeing how I can level up faster. See, one thing I noticed about Neo, if you grind that first level, that first little opening level when you come in, you can get at least 4 levels in there if you grind that one area all the way up to that from the first save point to the second save point. You can grind from that area back and forward as many times you want to build up those points.
I mean, you
I'm
could do that
saying,
at any level, technically.
yeah, but see, if you wanted to get your strength, you just that grind level right there. That's a grind level I can see. My problem is I need to just restart the game and relax and just grind that area out before I can see where I see where I'm making my mistakes at. I see it too much until I'm like that little kid that sees that little donut. It's the donut, man. I see my donut and I'm jumping at it too fast, but I'm still touching that hot skillet. You see what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Speaking of
And I'm
impatience, I think I'm just kind of impatient with this fight.
yeah. See the impatience because you see that strike. You can see the move of that blade he's swinging. If you notice that movement he is, you can tell his stance and his movement change. And when you can tell, okay, with some stances like with that under and over blade swing, you can just come up top with it.
Oh, come on. You actual bitch. Alright. Thought I would break his stamina before the strike came out. It didn't work.
How do you use that last stand strike? Do you hold it or you double tap it?
What last stand strike?
The circle stand strike.
You hold it for a second.
And it'll do that quick, and then it'll do that first strike, quick cut.
Uh,
hmm
yeah.
And I see that's the
Do you
move
have that
that's
skill now?
killing me.
What's up, Kennard?
I'm like that
Fucks.
little fat kid, man, swinging after that donut, man. So I have to get off that. That's that game that I can grind when I don't really want to be bothering with nobody.
Damn,
And
it's sad that
oh
you joined
God,
in like just now because this is gonna be my last game. I'm dead. But yeah, not much. I wanted to stream some solo queue Survivor to just show off like some perks that work and whatnot.
I mean, if that works for you, man, and I was just gonna say, I'd be down to help you out with that.
Now, son, how long you been knowing me? Let me get my first
Killer's
one in,
Plague.
and I will be happy to have you come in on the second. Let me get the first one.
Yeah, man. I just wanted to do like a quick tour of the games.
It's not mandatory, I was just suggesting.
I know. That's what she said.
It is.
Ouch. I think I choked on a piece of that pizza that I was eating. But yeah, Kennard, so my survivor build right now is Iron Will, Empathy, Borrowed Time, and Live. Basically, the whole point of this build is to... Wow. Pilot over here, and I can make it, and I will make it. Awesome.
When you meant to press left and you dodged into a white.
And she got gimmicked.
Yeah.
That's how we loot efficiently.
Dodge left and do somehow still make the whole 300. Or the 180 from nowhere. You know what kills me? It's the ex dude that does the with the triple flip.
Bad decision. Really bad decision. Fuck. I fucked up. Yeah, I know I fucked up. It's good though. I was able to keep her on me for 2.5 generators. Awesome. There's a hook right here. Ooh, whoa, 4 generators? Alright, let's go. Definitely not a good decision. Definitely not a good decision. You screwed us over. That's okay with me. Hey, if she wants to tunnel me, she can. I don't really care. But she just lost out on so many points. And she wasted a whole ass corrupt purge. This is lovely. This is a beautiful situation to be in. She actually can save me. Even though she screwed me over, she actually can save me. And she's not going to save me. That's actually wonderful. You see you see the type of stuff that I mean, though, Kennard? I gave them a 5-generator game only to get put on the hook at the end, and no one wanted to take the risk to come save me. They just decided to think for themselves and get out. I gave them 5 generators. 5 whole generators. I gave them an entire easy game, and the repayment that I got is die on the hook, you're just a random.
Y'all give me that. Now I gotta look like a Queen Latifah in the movie. Come on, man.
Right.
Hey, hey, D.
It was good, Emperor.
You remember when Kevin Hart was doing that skit where they was robbing the bank, and my boy said, he's doing the Queen Latifah, man. He's giving himself up.
Yeah, I remember.
So, man, you went and fixed. Hey, only thing you should have did was jump in the hoop. Get that big ass up and be shot up.
I got chased for the entire duration of the game session, and I got rewarded with, fuck you, you're just a random.
Well, see, that's the thing. Games these days, dude, PvP, look at their teammates, and like, you're a random. But if they could just go ahead and open that game chat, that little simple little up and down switch on their little pad, dude, they'll do a lot better. But, you see, they don't do it.
Yeah, Kennard, that is that bullshit. It's total bullshit. I just died because my team were selfish, despite the fact that I literally was the one that carried them to them escaping.
To the points they earned. But anybody else, they would have got them generators popped and left their ass sitting there looking like chicken. Why he leave us? He could have came back and saved us. But you know what they say? When you do one thing, you do to one person, does come back on. Oh man, I had a blunt somewhere. What did I do? Oh, I shouldn't be talking like this. Where's the dragon? Right there, fought that dragon skull. It holds all my little dirty secrets.
All the dirty secrets?
All my dirty secrets. So for Halloween, I bought her a skeleton and put it in her closet. So she got a skeleton in her closet.
Let me see what you said. Solo queue with some BS. I had a Wheeler faced bitch us all after we healed. Uh, and I had a weak ass Claudette claim she carried us, yet she got hooked like twice. Yeah,
Yay.
that's how it is. This is now you can see what I was saying though, Kennard. Like this is the stuff that I go through in solo queue. Like it's not just a everybody thing and it's a not me thing. No, this happens to me too. I carry whole game sessions where I get distracted by the killer. I play optimal, I chase optimal, I loop the killer the entire duration of the game so that they can get generators done. And when it's time to leave and open the exit gates, nobody wants to come for me. I just D-pipped, or not even D-pipped, I safety pipped, which I count as a D-pip in my opinion because I didn't get anywhere in my rank. And that's all I'm playing for is my rank and my blood shards. I just went through an entire 7-minute game to get chased for the duration of 5 minutes of that 7 minutes. Nobody coming for me. And I basically didn't get a rank up because of that. Because my team was shit.
Oh, dishwasher. Whew.
Oh god, did they not let me quit this now? Oh my god, I don't think they're gonna let me quit this now. That's some bullshit. They don't let me quit.
Look, this is what the person that I messaged said. Alright, I sent them a message and I'll read it to you word for word because I didn't cuss or anything. I said I basically carried that game session by getting chased the whole game and nobody wanted to save me at the end. That's pretty effed up and that's all I wanted to say. He messages me back, dude, I was gonna save, I was trying to 99 exit and get you, but killer forced me and my friend out. You wanna know something that's BS about this entire story? I had empathy, which allows me to see an injured survivor across 128 meters for any survivor that's injured. I saw you guys sit there after I got hooked. Y'all sat there for a duration of 2 minutes and basically waited until the killer came to teabag the killer. Nobody was thinking about me. The only person that thought about me or thought about coming to get me was the Meg that sandbagged me at first. So I don't want to hear it. The sandbagger, the person that sandbagged me on my first hook, came right back around to grab me off of the hook and saw that the killer was camping, was like, not worth it. And I don't blame her for doing that because the killer came back after those two yahoos left the goddamn game session. So I don't blame the Meg for coming back, seeing the killer camping and said, you know what, not worth it, I'm gone. But the David and the other player, whoever they were, they sat there at the exit gate after the killer hooked me, waited for the killer to come, teabagged the killer, and left. Y'all didn't think about me. Y'all didn't think a damn about me. I carried y'all. If it wasn't for me, you wouldn't have those blood points. If it wasn't for me, you wouldn't have got the XP that you got. If it wasn't for me, you wouldn't have got the blood shards that you got. If it wasn't for me, you wouldn't have got the 1 or 2 pits that you got. And that's the repayment that I get. Right. This person sent me a message back saying, "Hey, y'all don't think you're the only one who can loop? We're not talking about who can loop and who can't. I don't give a damn about who can loop and who can't. If you was in that same position and you was looping the killer and you literally got the killer to chase you for the entire duration of the game, I would sacrifice my motherfucking self to save your ass. Because that's what you do for survivors that carry you. Because I got my points. I got my chase points early at the beginning of the game. Apparently, if I was the person on the other side of the stick, I got my points for doing generators. I got my points for fucking healing. But and you get the and apparently you're saying that it's justified that because you did generators and you basically got somewhere ahead in the game, you think that it's fair to just leave and not think about the person that you owed that game session to? It's bullshit. I'll do one more game and then I'm gonna call it quits. It's bull. I don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear any excuses that you got to say. Unless you're kissing my ass to say you're sorry, I don't want to hear a goddamn thing from you. I just wanted to pop up in your messages and let you know specifically that you are a fucked up person, at least when it comes to this game, for leaving me behind the way you did. That's it.
Settle down.
You know, that was just, it's messed up. You know, if like I said, if I was in that position, if I was on the same position that survivor was in, where we traded shoes and they got chased the entire game and got put on the hook, if I got my points, yes, I'm going to risk saving your ass, even if it means that I get put back on the hook and camped. Because at the end of the day, at least I got my points and I was able to pip. I didn't get shit. I didn't get blood points. I didn't get much XP. I didn't get my blood shards, and I definitely didn't get a rank up. That's fucked up. That's real fucked up. Y'all cheated me. Y'all fucking cheated me. Knowing how the point system works in this game and how the devs fucked over the point system for both killers and survivors, y'all fucking cheated me. And don't sit here and tell me and give me excuses that you sat there and that the killer pushed you and your friend out on some bullshit. The fact that you just told me that you were survivor friends with somebody else and had comms meant that you could have made a plan while the killer was on their way to y'all. But no, y'all wanted to wait at the exit gate, be arrogant and teabag. You didn't get pushed out, you chose to get pushed out. Because somebody could have distracted the killer. There was 3 pallets in that area. You see, that's the thing. I ran the killer around the entire goddamn map, Kennard. You saw, right? That being said, and then this is the last one I'm going to leave off because we're on the next game anyway. But that being said, since I ran the killer around the map, I kept track of all the pallets that I used and didn't use. I know specifically that the area that those 2 survivors were in, there were still 3 pallets over there that they could have used to loop the killer and distract the killer while somebody came and got me. I left those pallets up just in case I got camped at the end of the game. I did it for them. Just to ensure that I had a guaranteed exit. But no, I got repaid with the fuck you. Right? That's cool. I'm going to write their names down. I'm going to remember them. And if I ever get into a game session with them, I'm going to fuck them over just like they fucked me over. I don't play that. Oh, and by the way, just to let you know, Kanar, he ain't sending me any messages back. He hasn't sent me any messages back in a minute. Because he knows I'm telling the truth. Like I said, I had empathy. I know when you're injured. You know?
I wish you wasn't telling the truth.
Most people don't. Most people don't like it when I call them out on their bullshit or I try to speak facts to them. And it's okay. I get it. You don't want to believe in the truth. That's cool. Stay in denial. It's not my fault. That's not my problem.
You know what it is, bro. It's on numerous to believe that, hey, you see what I did?
Exactly. Got 2 survivors. And it's a Wraith. That's wonderful. Kennard, is that you? Kennard, why do I get the feeling that's you? Nice job. I mean, are you gonna keep chasing me or no? I'm waiting. Okay, there we go. You can get up on my ass all you want. I ain't scared of you. You're just a Wraith. Nice job. Oh, don't DC, bro. Don't DC. What are you doing? You just wasted a lot more time. You keep respecting the pallet. That's your problem. You keep respecting the pallet. Swing through it. Come on. Okay, there we go. There we go. Alright, so you hit me. And he left. That's wonderful. That's actually wonderful. And somebody has a flashlight, which is even better. I didn't use that pallet over there, so I'm cool. Alright. And your ruin is gone. Now, question is, are you going to guess right and go to your totem, or are you going to guess wrong and go to your totem, or are you going to guess right and come over here to this generator that you chased me off of initially? Come on. Nope, he guessed wrong and went over to the totem. This is basically a free generator now. If they're out of pallet. Yeah, they're out of pallet, so yeah, free generator. There we go.
Yeah, I was getting sneaky, and I had enough ammo to finish the crap over.
It's not a hollow blight outfit, then it ain't you. Alright.
Guess we got back on Destiny.
This is a bad decision because I know he's camping. Told you so. I need to find a place to get healed. I know that he's being chased and tunneled. Killer probably wants to Mori. Does the killer have a Mori? No, the killer doesn't. So yeah, the killer is just tunneling at this point. I'm gonna go ahead and open this chest and see if I can pull out a med kit. Killer only has 1 hook so far, and there's 3 generators done. We're doing really good as a team. Oh, look at that. A flashlight. Man, bad luck for this Wraith today. I gave you borrowed time. You should be happy. What art thou doing, thy fool? Oh, Dead Hard. Beautiful. He's taunting the killer. He wants to be chased. But is this a bad move? This is definitely a bad move. I'm about to go take some aggro off of that Jake. I do not want him being tunneled. If he gets caught this early in the game, he's gonna die. Boy, and chase me, bro. Like, dog, don't tunnel. Come on, man. Come on, man. Be a fair sport. Well, at least I took a hit and extended the game a little bit. That's all that he needed was a break. You know what I mean? That's how you stop a killer from tunneling so hard. Do the generator thing. Thank you. Just like that, easy game. This is not a good map for Wraith. He should have DC'd. He shouldn't have even tried. He only got, what, 2 hooks and it was all for the same person. Oh, no. Oh, okay, yeah, there we go. Yeah, let's get out. Let's get out. Yeah, let's get out. Yeah, let's go. Let's just go. Don't even teabag him. Let's just go. I'm not trying to get caught with my pants down, and it's a no-ed Wraith. No thanks. Ooh, like I said, no-ed carries games, and no-ed is a very scary perk. I'm not scared of any killer, but I'm definitely scared of that perk. See, there we go. I double pipped. Look, he was using a semi-optimal build for Wraith and Wraith's best add-ons. It's just that map. That map is so horrible for him. I feel bad, but it is what it is. Alright, well, Kennard, thank you for stopping by. And if you guys are watching this this stream as a video, then make sure you hit the like and subscribe buttons for your boy, and I'll definitely be uploading content between this weekend and next weekend for y'all. You know, some Tekken, some Dead by Daylight, and hopefully I'll get in a few new games soon to stream for y'all, so stay tuned for that. And yeah, with that, I'm just gonna basically just head out. Catch y'all later. Have a nice night.